Hello and welcome to the Minecraft video with HeartTV, and today I'll be showing you the reason I made this Rubik's Cube. This is a Rubik's Cube that I made in one of my previous videos. There's a link to that in the description. But the reason I made this was to test a theory I had. My theory was that if any sequence of turns on any side of the cube were repeated over and over again, they would originally lead to the state of the cube when it first started. So for example, if I did this and this and this and this and repeated all of those moves however many times, it would lead back to the start. So I had no way of testing this because some of the sequences you can make are pretty long and would take forever to do on a real Rubik's Cube. So I made this in Minecraft and just showed it off as soon as I finished making it, but shortly after making it, I added this section over here. So what this does, and there's a control panel over here, you can generate a random path of turns, and I'll start doing that. This starts an armor stand selection with spread players, and it chooses random ways to turn the cube clockwise. That's turning the white face clockwise, blue face, yellow face, and so on. So I can stop this here, it ends it off with a bedrock, and then turns it back to the beginning. The bedrock just tells it that the sequence is over and teleports it back. So then once this happens, I can hit start, and then it will start looping through and doing those sequences on the Rubik's Cube itself. And then on the right of my screen where it says iterations, you can see how many times it goes through. So every time it reaches that bedrock, it increments it by 1. And then it detects when this cube is back to the starting position, and it says how many iterations it took in chat. So I won't do all of this because it would take too long. I will just do something simple like red, and then if you do this by hand, you should stop it with bedrock. And don't put anything on the first block. You can put blocks on anything that is red, and if you go all the way to the edge, that's fine, just leave that bedrock there. So then I will start this, and you can see that it turns the right face 4 times, and then lets me know when it's done in chat. And this works for complex moves, or semi-complex moves, like the righty algorithm. And let's do it with the blue and white face, so that would be blue, white, blue, 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 white, 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 because you can only turn it clockwise. So I will do that now. Blue, white, blue, 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 white, white, white. And for those of you that have a Rubik's Cube and know the righty algorithm, you know that it takes 6 times of doing the righty algorithm to get it back to the starting position. So if I start this now, you can see that it does the righty algorithm, and 2 iterations, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it took 6 iterations to finish turning it into the original state of the cube, and then you can reset it with that button. So if you guys want to mess around with this, there's a world download in the description. Also, here are some cool patterns I have that you can copy out like that, and so on. And this one specifically takes 120 iterations. If the chain of blocks is pretty long, it takes quite a bit to turn it because of the way I have it to turn this. You have to have a short delay in between. But other than that, this is pretty much infinite. If you wanted to even, you could extend this platform and make sure you have bedrock at the end. If I went all the way out here, this would still work. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I have. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!